Okay, so once you've finished your design and you're ready to 3D print, you'll need to, over here, right-click and say Save as Mesh. So top one in your browser, right-click Save as Mesh, and we'll save it as a 3MF file. You want to do that for all of the files you want to 3D print, so all the different parts you want to 3D print. You'll need to save them out individually as a mesh, 3MF, and refinement high. Just hit OK, and in this case I'm just going to save it to the desktop, call it cube, whatever you want to call it, save. And then you're going to want to open up a piece of software called Prusa Slicer. Now, it probably won't be set up for you the first time you use it, so you want to go through this configuration wizard. So if it doesn't come up automatically, configuration wizard. You want to hit next, and you want to choose the printers that we have. So we have a mini, so a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, and the same again on the Mark 3S, 3S Plus, and also the Mark III. So we've only got one of these. We've got about half a dozen, 6 of these ones, and we've got about 6 of these ones, 5 or 6. So select those 3, the 4mm variants on each of them, 0.4mm. So just those 3, and then you can pretty much just hit finish. So you will need to choose that printer from the list. So where it says printer over here, you want to choose mini. And you'll want to choose a filament type. Now, most of the time we're going to be using a generic PLA. Double check. We also will use PETG as well. So we've got 2 different types of material. Most of them will be running PLA. So generic PLA. And now we can click on Add. And mine was saved onto the desktop. Mine was called Cube. So it brings it into the platter. Now, if you want to place it on a different surface, you want to use this one here, place on face, and you can choose which surface it's going to be attached to. Now, because mine's a cube, it doesn't look like it's turning, but it will place it on different surfaces. You can also manually rotate it if you wanted to, but for the most part, place on face tool is probably the most useful one. Hit escape, you can get out of that, and you can just move it manually as well. Things you shouldn't need to change. It should be about 15% infill, and we always like to put a brim on just to make it stick a bit better. You almost always want to put supports on, and I'll show you why. So when I run this, if I go down the bottom here, hit slice now, it slices up the design, and we'll show you how it makes it. So it starts off, makes a little raft for it to build the design on. It starts building the outside edges. It has a bit of infill. The red stuff is the infill there. And it builds the rest of it. So all this would be fine without supports. When I get to this part here, it has to build this in midair, and the print will almost definitely fail. So where possible, you try and rotate your design so you don't have things being built in midair like this. If that's not possible, then what you want to do is turn your supports on and just go everywhere. When I reslice this now, it will make it differently. So it builds these green supports around your design, and by the time it gets up to here where it's building this surface, it's got something to build that section on. So, and all this green stuff just rips away once you've finished making it, and you can throw it out. So usually you want supports on everywhere. Infill at 15%, a brim on. Make sure your printer's set to a mini. The quality isn't going to change massively. If you change it to detail, it might give you a slightly better finish product, but it will take longer. So generic PLA. Down the bottom here, it will tell you how long it will take to print. So this one is a bit over 1 hour. It's a pretty quick one. It's only a tiny little design, and it'll also tell you how much filament you've used as well. Please double check before you hit the print button, but you want to export that G-code. If you're working on a mini, you're going to save that onto a USB and put the USB inside the printer. If you're working on a Mark III, then you want to save that onto an SD card. That's it.